He's getting my dick hard.
Is training your hips to go in a single direction or in a single movement pattern. That's why when I mentioned earlier, we want something that requires just as much downward force as it requires upward force. Everything we do in strongman powerlifting is up. Slow down, hard up. It's never fast down, fast up, or fast down, slow up. So, training your hips to go in a certain speed, in a certain direction, in a certain movement pattern, that's basically what specificity is. And you're training yourself to only be able to do these ranges of motion and neglect everything else. So as these get stronger, everything else gets weaker. So everything else has to get stronger so that this can continue to go up. Otherwise you get closer and closer to a breaking point.
And leave it to the experts. Get the parts and labor plan from PGW today.
Yeah. All right, so today's training session, the accessories, I'm actually very excited because now that I'm getting weekly treatment from Dave, my physical therapist, I am having much more accurate feedback on what my accessories need to be to reflect what's going on in my body. Now, strict press I'll probably do next week, but since I did so much volume in that static single plane, whatever. I'm gonna do some twisting and side bending stuff for my shoulders. So I'm still gonna hammer triceps, but instead of strict press and instead of all my lateral and front delt and rear delt raises, I'm gonna really hammer this hard today, because if I'm not gonna get too far into it. If you really wanna know, go back and watch yesterday's episode and hear Dave and what he has to say on, you know, side bending, rotation, and back and forth. So we do a lot of back and forth. I'm kind of past that zone as far as, you know, there was a point in time where I could only do stuff like this to help relieve my low back. Now we're gonna be getting into some of this kind of stuff. And that was basically just the main takeaway from his appointment and why I'm going to him every week. Not that there's anything wrong with me, but that he can give me actual feedback every week so that I can design my workouts better and better. So it looks like, you know, all this is unplanned until I get the feedback. And what it looks like will end up happening is my snatch workouts. I know I adjusted, today was supposed to be axle, and I still would have followed up with this. I'm still gonna keep my undulating progression for my accessories, but my main movements might switch around a little bit. And of course the accessories might switch around a little bit, but for now, I'm going to continue on, based on what I've seen the last 2 weeks, of having strict press 1 week, along with all my accessories, and then this the other week in place of strict press. Now I might still do the other accessories on some days, but for today, since I feel so locked up here and my shoulders feel so tired and sore from last week's session, I'm just gonna go ahead and hammer this. That's 6 and 6, 12 on each arm. Ah! Ah! Oh, fucking hell. Fuck, bitch. Fuck. I don't know. I'd like to do rolling triceps and then push downs, I think. All right, those are called rolling triceps. Kind of a variation of a skull crusher, but with dumbbells. I'm really trying to keep my elbows like parallel, not out, not too far in, just right here. I'm not letting my ribs flare up. Coming down, getting a big stretch up here, like that. Let's go. Oh.